Do you really think the people closest to you have your back? Or are they just waiting for the right moment to stab you in the dark? You've been fed the lie that loyalty comes from those who love you. You've been told time and time again to trust your friends, that they will stand by you when the world turns against you. You've been convinced that the ones who know you best are the ones you can depend on. But let me break it to you, the truth about loyalty and power is far darker than anyone has ever let you believe. Here's the bitter reality. The more you trust, the more you risk. Trust isn't a shield. It's a vulnerability waiting to be exploited. You give others the power to betray you the moment you trust them with your life. The closer they are, the sharper their blade when it comes time to strike. Those who are near, those you share your secrets with, are the very same people who will twist that knowledge to their advantage when the opportunity arises. Friendship, loyalty, it's all a facade, a mask they wear to keep you complacent. But when your back is turned, when you least expect it, that's when they will take what they want from you. They will find a way to betray you, tear you down, and leave you in the rubble of your own trust. Because trust is a weapon, and when they hold it, you are the one who will bleed. The very people who claim to love you, to have your back, are just waiting for the perfect moment to destroy you. Think about it. Every betrayal, every lie, every stab in the back you've experienced was done by someone you never thought would turn on you. Those who smiled in your face, who swore to be loyal, were the first to fall when their own desires crept in. The truth is, those closest to you have more to gain by seeing you fall than by seeing you rise. It's not about the love they say they feel. It's about what they can take from you once you're weak. Does that make you uncomfortable? Good. It should. Because until you come to terms with this dark truth, you will continue to live in the illusion that loyalty is something you can trust. It's not. It never was. And until you realize that, you will always be vulnerable to the knives in the shadows. So ask yourself, how many times have you been betrayed by those you thought were your friends? How many times has someone you trusted let you down, made you question everything? Now imagine how many more times that will happen in your life. Every day, you're surrounded by people with their own motives, their own hidden agendas. And the worst part, you'll never see it coming, because they've learned to mask their intentions behind the smile of a friend. You've been living a lie, and it's time you woke up. The harshest truth is this: the people closest to you, the ones you trust the most, are the ones who will hurt you the most. So stop trusting blindly. Stop believing in loyalty without proof. Because in this world, the more you trust, the deeper the betrayal. And if you are not prepared for that cold truth, you will be consumed by it. That's the reality of loyalty and power. It's a game where only the ruthless survive, and the rest are left broken, betrayed, and weak. Wake up, or it will be your turn to fall. You've probably heard this 1,000 times. Friends are the ones who will always have your back. Lies. In the cold, brutal reality of life, friends are the most dangerous creatures in your world. They're not the allies you think they are wolves in sheep's clothing. hiding their true intentions behind a smile. They will betray you faster than any enemy, and they will do it with precision, leaving you gasping for air while you try to understand how it all went wrong. Friendship breeds envy, and envy breeds betrayal. The more someone is close to you, the more they see what you have, and the more they want to take it from you. It's not about loyalty, it's about what you can give them. Look at every relationship you've had with those you thought you could trust. Think back to those moments when you needed them most. Were they there, standing by your side, or were they the first ones to vanish when things didn't go according to plan? The truth is, when things got tough, those you thought you could rely on didn't rise to the occasion. They didn't help you carry the weight of the world, they let you collapse under it. Here's the hardest truth to swallow. Those who claim to love you the most are often the ones waiting for you to fail. Why? Because when you fall, they rise. The moment they sense your weakness, when your guard is down, that's when they strike. And when they strike, it's not with the intention of saving you, they're coming for your throne, your power, your position. They want to see you suffer, to see you crumble beneath them. And the worst part is, they'll do it with a smile, with words of comfort, pretending to be the one you can lean on until it's too late. This is a pattern you need to recognize, because if you don't, you will be the one who gets consumed. The very people you trust with your life are the ones who will take it from you, either in spirit or in body, when the opportunity arises. And they'll do it in a way that you'll never see coming. One day, they'll pretend to be the friend who wants nothing but your best interests, and the next, they'll turn their back on you. They'll take what's yours, without remorse, because that's how the game is played. Friends aren't there for your benefit. They aren't there because they genuinely care about you. No, they're there because they want something from you. They want your power, your wealth, your position. They're not looking out for your best interests, they're scheming to take everything you built. And if you don't give it to them, they'll find a way to take it. Slowly, surely, they'll pry it from your hands. They'll use your trust, your loyalty, your love as leverage to strip you bare. And when they're done, they'll leave you wondering where it all went wrong. Now, ask yourself, how many times have you been betrayed by someone you trusted? How many times has the one closest to you become the one who cut you the deepest? The truth is this: friendship is a dangerous game. The moment you start thinking you can trust someone fully, you open the door for them to destroy you. The very people you let in can, and will, become the ones who take everything you've ever had. So, stop living in the illusion that loyalty is a given. Trust no one completely, because in the end, it's not your friends who will help you rise, they're the ones who will bring you down. Recognize the danger. See the signs. Stay sharp, because when you let your guard down, that's when you'll realize the betrayal was never a question of if, but when. Let's talk about enemies. People fear them, avoid them, spend their lives running from them. But what if I told you that enemies are far more reliable than friends? It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's the truth. In fact, An enemy, once broken, will be more loyal than a friend who's been by your side for years. Why? Because they have something to prove. Think about it. When someone has tried to bring you down and failed, they've tasted defeat. They've experienced firsthand what it's like to stand in your way, to challenge your power. They've felt the weight of your resolve, and when they're finally crushed beneath it, something changes in them. Their defeat doesn't breed hatred, it breeds respect. And respect breeds loyalty. A former enemy, now broken, understands what it costs to cross you. They know that the consequences of underestimating you are deadly. The moment they are defeated, they become your most faithful servant. Why? Because their survival depends on it. They know the strength you possess. They understand that they can never defeat you, that to challenge you again would be to sign their own death sentence, metaphorically or literally. They've learned their lesson in the hardest way possible. They now know your power better than anyone else, and that knowledge makes them more devoted, more committed to serving you than a so-called friend ever could be. A former enemy doesn't carry any illusions about you. They aren't blinded by sentimental loyalty or false affection. They've seen your power up close, and they know better than anyone the price of defying you. And because of that, they will work tirelessly, without hesitation, to prove their loyalty. They have nothing left to prove to themselves except that they can earn your trust because, in their world, their survival is the price of that loyalty. The moment they failed, they understood what it means to lose. And they will not make the same mistake again. This is the harsh reality of power. Those who have tasted defeat are the ones most eager to serve, because they know what happens when you make an enemy out of someone who shows no mercy. They don't just want to be in your good graces, they want to stay alive. They will work harder than anyone else, putting every ounce of their being into proving their value to you. And that's something a friend who hasn't yet tasted betrayal or defeat could never understand. Friends are dangerous because they still see the possibility of gaining from you, of using you for their own ends. They're loyal only so long as they have something to gain. But a former enemy, they don't have that luxury. They know what happens when they get too comfortable, when they allow themselves to forget the power you hold. And because of that, they will fight for your favor, sometimes even harder than any friend ever would. So, as you climb the ladder of power, remember this: it's not the friends you should fear, it's the enemies you haven't yet defeated. Those enemies will be the ones who respect your power more than anyone else, because they know what it feels like to challenge you and lose. They are the ones who will work tirelessly to stay in your good graces, because they know they have no other option. And in the world of power, that kind of loyalty is far more valuable than the shallow affection of any friend. Never forget, it's the defeated enemies, not the comfortable friends, who will be the ones who serve you with the greatest dedication. So, keep your enemies close, and remember their loyalty is forged in the fire of their failure. They will never forget who owns the power. And that's a loyalty you can depend on. Gratitude is a burden, not a blessing. You've been taught to expect it when you do something for someone, to believe that when you extend a hand, the other person will grasp it with thanks. But the reality is far darker than that. Gratitude is a trap, a lie people tell themselves to soothe their conscience. Because in truth, people do not repay kindness, they repay injury. And in the unforgiving world of power, revenge is far more powerful than gratitude. Think back to every favor you've ever done for others. Recall those moments when you gave selflessly, when you sacrificed your time, your energy, or your resources to help someone. You didn't expect anything in return, because that's what good people do, right? But when you needed something in return, how many times did those same people step up for you? How many times did they repay you with the loyalty you deserved? Probably never. Why? Because people are wired to seek revenge, not to feel gratitude. Gratitude comes with an obligation, a weight that most people are unwilling to bear. Obligation is a chain, and most would rather escape it, leave it behind, and move on with their lives without feeling indebted to anyone. That's the harsh truth. When you give something to others, they don't thank you, they silently resent the burden you placed on them. They feel trapped, obligated, and it gnaws at them. They'll pretend to appreciate what you did, but deep down, they know that gratitude ties them to you in a way they cannot escape. So, instead of showing their appreciation, they look for a way to sever that connection. It's human nature. And as you climb the ladder of power, you'll realize that most people would rather forget your kindness than acknowledge it. They'll quietly wish for a chance to repay you not with gratitude, but with vengeance. In the world of power, this is where the game changes. Those who have wronged you, those who have crossed you, will spend their lives trying to get even. And that's your advantage. While they burn with the desire for retribution, their need for revenge will fuel your rise to the top. Every slight, every injury, every insult they've endured at your hands will turn into their greatest motivation. They will push you forward, unknowingly, because they will spend all their energy trying to destroy you, trying to undermine you. And in doing so, they will propel you higher, just as their hatred drives them to make one last attempt at revenge. Meanwhile, your so-called friends, the ones who claim to support you, to stand by you, will sit idly by, pretending to have your back, all the while secretly plotting to take what's yours. They may smile at you, congratulate you on your success, but deep down, they envy you. They want what you have, and when the moment comes, they will try to take it from you, just like everyone else. Because in this world, there's only one law: those who are closest to you are the ones most likely to betray you. Gratitude doesn't exist at the top. There's no place for it in the game of power. People don't care about how much you've done for them, they care about what they can get from you. So, let them seek revenge. Let them plot their schemes. Use their hatred as fuel to drive you further, faster. Let them exhaust themselves trying to bring you down, because in their desperate pursuit of vengeance, they'll be the ones who help you reach heights you could never achieve alone. Gratitude is a lie. Revenge is the truth. And if you want to rise, if you want to secure your place at the top, You must understand that the most powerful force in this world isn't kindness, it's the hunger for retribution. The moment you stop expecting gratitude, you'll realize that the energy spent on trying to repay you can be harnessed and used for your own advantage. Use it. Because in the end, it's the people who hate you the most who will make you the strongest. We all crave closeness. It's in our nature. We seek those we can rely on, those who make us feel safe, who give us a sense of security in this chaotic world. But let me tell you something the world doesn't want you to know. In the game of power, closeness is a curse. The closer someone is to you, the more dangerous they become. The more you trust them, the deeper they can wound you. The reality of power is simple, and yet brutal. No one is immune to betrayal. And the cruelest truth: the ones closest to you, the ones you believe you can rely on, are the ones who will take everything from you when the time is right. That moment of betrayal, that moment when you realize they have been planning your fall all along, will hit you harder than any enemy's attack. And trust me, you will never see it coming. It's in the quiet smiles, the subtle words, the moments of shared trust. But those smiles are knives waiting to be plunged into your back. That shared trust is nothing more than a weapon waiting for the perfect time to strike. So now, it's time for you to change your mindset. You can't keep relying on anyone for your success. You can't keep looking for loyalty in a world where loyalty is as fragile as glass. The only loyalty you can count on is the loyalty you earn with strength, with power, with fear, not kindness, not friendship. The truth is that people are inherently selfish. They will always be looking for ways to climb higher, to gain more. And the moment they see an opportunity to take from you, to push you down, to elevate themselves, they will take it. Every time. Think about the moments you've witnessed this before. The friend who suddenly starts distancing themselves when they see you succeed. The ally who stops answering your calls when they realize your rise is threatening their own position. The people you thought were by your side, only to realize they've been plotting behind your back. Don't be so naive as to believe loyalty lasts forever. It doesn't. Loyalty is a fleeting illusion in this world. People change when power shifts, and so do their allegiances. The closer they are to you, the easier it is for them to take what you have and leave you with nothing. Don't put your trust in them. The only loyalty you can rely on is the one you forged with your own hands, through the strength you command, and the fear you instill. So stop depending on others. Stop counting on anyone to have your back. Because the truth is, the more they care, the more they stand to gain from seeing you fall. And they will wait for their moment. It's not a matter of if, but when. Change your perception. Embrace the reality. In the end, the only person who can truly be trusted is yourself. Let's talk about the art of using your friends. Because make no mistake, in the world of power, your friends are nothing but tools. They're not there for loyalty. They're not there for support. They are there to serve your needs, to be used when you need them most. In a world where power is the ultimate currency, friendship is just another weapon, another pawn in the game. Sometimes, you'll have to do the dirty work. Sometimes, you'll need to act with ruthless precision. Sacrifice those who are close to you, and let them take the fall for your ambitions. The fall of the favorite is a tactic as old as power itself, and it's a skill you must master if you are going to survive. This is where true darkness lies, the moment you realize you can no longer afford to care about the people around you. They are expendable. They are tools in your quest to climb higher, to secure your place at the top. And when the time comes, when you played your hand and you know it's time to let them fall, don't hesitate. Don't flinch. Make your friends take the fall. Make them the scapegoats. The beauty of the strategy is that no one will believe it's your doing. No one will ever believe you'd sacrifice someone close to you. They'll see it as a tragic mistake, a betrayal that wasn't your fault, a simple failure of friendship, a casualty of your rise to power. The public will pity you. They'll view you as the wrong party, the victim. You remain untarnished, your reputation intact, while they take the blame, the heat, the fallout. The best part: they can never touch you. Once you've used them, once you've pulled them into the depths of your plans, there's no going back. They'll never forgive you. They'll curse your name. They'll plot against you, but it won't matter, because you've already won. In the world of power, there are no true allies, only people who can be used, manipulated, until they no longer serve your purpose. When they stop being useful, you discard them. It's cold. It's cruel. But it's the truth. Loyalty is a facade. People don't stay loyal when they no longer have something to gain. Friends are never truly friends. They're just tools, pawns in your game. And when you've extracted everything you can from them, when they've served their purpose, you will cast them aside without remorse, without hesitation. This is the harsh reality of power. There is no loyalty, no true friendship. There is only the manipulation of others, the ruthless positioning of pieces on the chessboard. Friends are not allies. They are assets. And when the time comes, they must be sacrificed for your own survival. Because in the end, it's your survival that matters. And if you're going to make it to the top, you have to be willing to leave the bodies of those you once called friends in your wake. Don't be afraid of the fallout. Don't care about the consequences. Your ambition is the only thing that matters. If you've been paying attention, you know the cold, hard truth. Survival in this game requires you to be ruthless. You cannot afford to trust those around you, and you certainly cannot let emotions cloud your judgment. The world doesn't care about your feelings, and neither should you. In this game of power, it's not about who's your friend. It's about who's useful and who can be discarded when they no longer serve your purpose. Trust is a liability. The more you trust, the more you risk. The more you open yourself up, the more vulnerable you become. And the most dangerous enemy isn't the one who openly challenges you. No, the most dangerous enemy is the one who pretends to be your friend. They will smile in your face, laugh at your jokes, and swear loyalty to you, but in their heart, they are plotting your downfall, waiting for the right moment to strike. The most dangerous thing you can do in this world is let someone get too close without truly knowing their intentions. To let someone inside your inner circle is to give them power over you. Never forget that. The moment they know your weaknesses, the moment they understand what makes you tick, they can manipulate you, they can use you, they can destroy you. In the realm of power, no one is ever as they seem. Everyone has an agenda, and it's your job to see through the facades. If you trust too easily, you will be swallowed whole. The higher you climb, the more enemies you will make. It's a natural law of the universe. People envy power. People fear those who are capable of rising above the rest. And as you rise, as you move closer to the top, those around you will either try to bring you down, or they'll stand in awe, terrified of your strength. But the more enemies you create, the sharper you must become. You must learn to anticipate their moves, to read the subtle signs of betrayal before they even realize they've betrayed you. Power doesn't come from safety. It comes from overcoming opposition. And if you have no enemies, if everyone around you loves you, if no one stands against you, you're doing something wrong. Enemies are the crucible in which you will forge your strength. They are the fire that will temper your will, sharpen your mind, and make you invincible. Those who have no enemies are either too weak to make waves, or too naive to see the danger closing in. You need enemies. You need to know who wants to take you down and why. And when the time comes, you need to show them that they made a grave mistake. Enemies are the true measure of your power. The more you have, the more dangerous you become. So embrace your enemies. Welcome them. They are the ones who will make you stronger. Every attack they throw at you is an opportunity to rise above. Let them come for you. Let them try to tear you down. Because in the end, you'll be the one left standing, and that's how power is built. Through the struggle, through the fight, through your enemies. If you've absorbed the truth today, then you know this isn't a game for the weak. If you're ready to stop living in the illusion of friendship and loyalty, if you're prepared to rise to power with cold, calculated precision, then you need to keep your eyes open and your mind sharper than ever before. This world isn't for the naive. It's for the ones who understand that power is the only thing worth fighting for. If you want to learn more about surviving, thriving, and dominating in this world of shadows, then subscribe to Dark Triumphs, because the only person you can trust is yourself.